Are you doing, was the idea top 4 best of 5? Okay, so then that would be losers, semis, winners. No, losers, finals, and grand finals would be top 2. Top 4 would be winners, finals, losers, finals, and grand finals. Yeah, it's Meeps just discussing the intricacies of trying to figure out when best of 5 starts when you don't do it for just like all top 8. It can be a little bit confusing. Oh, they fought at EGR. Okay. Well, I really need you to start pulling up like Smash data. Oh, the early kill from FTP. I know he likes those Battlefield Blast or those PS2 Blast to make that happen. So good early start for him. Maybe that's the confidence booster he needs, because I know he's, like we talked about, not feeling the best about the matchup, both against Konga and against DK. But he's got definitely plenty of tools in this matchup. Things like that Nair, able to put some pressure on Konga out of the corner, keep him from just spamming those back airs for free, going for things like raw up B call outs. However, Konga able to get the kill anyway in the corner that time. And the shot put catch on the roll-in. Such a big character. It's really easy to scoop him with that. The jump over the down B. I don't know if FTP was necessarily expecting that down B, but that defensive movement came out at the perfect time to get it there. And another kill for FTP, looking really solid right now. Konga, however, certainly not one to roll over easily in these situations, has made many a comeback in his day, and I'm sure he will continue to make many more. The question just becomes, is this going to be one of those days, or can FTP hold this pressure, keep getting those platform extensions, only able to get a Nair that time, but he's gotten 2 uppies off the top out of those, and such a low up smash, but it caught anyway, able to get that kill. Also, shout out to Konga Mom in the background, always supportive of Konga. I love seeing her at events. Watches every set, every giant punch, every back air extension into the corner as Konga trying to steal this game back slowly but surely. And when you consider the relative weights of these characters, basically an even game right now, unless FTP can get that perfect up B combo off the top. There's definitely risk that he'll get into a spot where he can't get those confirms. Nice call out on the air dodge. Misses the down air though. Konga slightly fast enough to get past him with that up B. Goes for the pivot grab, gonna whiff. However, Konga swinging out of disadvantage. Suplex not even close to killing there. But FTP is just continuously putting on the pressure in the corner right now. Double back air, the classic. Everybody forgets about that double back air. So little end lag on it. He can do 2 of them in one short hop. Goes for another back air there. And again, we are continuing to stay at basically even percents. Misses the back air that time. Misses another pivot grab, but covers it with a back air. And FTP, I think, was probably mid-dash back there, reacting to the movement from Konga. And the DI is unfortunately not going to go into his favor, as Konga, despite a rough start, takes the first game. I'm good, but thanks. This is what I was talking about before, where Konga is known for these comebacks, and part of that, of course, is just the nature of his character, and part of that is the mentality. To be someone who is willing to stick with a character like DK for such a long time, always the punching bag of every Twitter clip, such a combo food character, can feel so hard to play sometimes, but every time I talk to Konga about the character, he never makes excuses. It's never, oh, I wish I got buffs. Instead, he likes to talk about how he could have played better, how he could have won. He sees those paths, and we saw that in the last game where again, FTP was up, but Konga found his opening, was able to close it out anyway, and now FTP, despite a fantastic start and continuing to play well throughout that whole game, ends up on the back foot on Konga's counter pick advantage, depending on how this game goes. Phil gonna scoop again. That's been such a good defensive option for Konga in this matchup. FTP likes to jump a lot, whether it's that flip kick or just empty jumps in general. Playing such a fast character, basically he's in spacey mode, which means he's in short hop city. But Konga catching another jump with that up air. The up tilts, the up airs, the up smashes, they're all hitting for Konga. And now he's got 151. We'll call it max rage for free damage right now. Let's see if he can use that knockback booster to get something started here. Or if FTP can crawl it back. Another up tilt, catching FTP in the air. These down Bs from Konga, he's not really getting a lot of mileage off of them, but at the same time, he's not really getting hit for it. It's sort of like just like a Lucina just throwing out fair and neutral and, you know, doing 10 damage and then resetting neutral. But it's working for him. I can still hear Konga's mashes. Konga is the only person all night that I've been able to hear their mashes from the commentary booth. For those who aren't aware of our setup, the players are basically looking at me through a glass shield right now. So they're only like, I don't know, 8 feet away. Yep, again, I hear Konga's mash every single time. Not able to mash enough that time as FTP finally takes a stock in this game number 2. He's going to need to make something happen fast because Konga's on the verge of a swift 2-0 here. I don't know if we're going to get a game 5. I don't know if Meeps knows, or excuse me, a game 3, a best of 5. I don't know if Meeps knows either. We'll see what the players do. I guess it really comes down to what they decide. I think we have, well, time's actually going to be pretty tight tonight, so maybe it's better if we don't. But either way, those suplexes from FTP have been hitting. He's been doing pretty well with it all night, but I feel like especially this set, he's been finding a lot of those holes the way Konga plays neutral. But another up smash, able to take it, and I think they're talking about whether or not it's best of 5. I think they're going with the best of 5 here. All right, I am fine with that. These have been a couple of fast and furious games. Soon they're gonna be talking about family. Every time I look over to my left, by the way, there's, I think y'all ever play the House of the Dead as a kid? There's a House of the Dead 4 machine exactly to my left. So every time I look over at the production side of things, I just see the preview screen for House of the Dead. And I'll be honest, it's pretty distracting. As someone who definitely played a little bit of that game in arcades as a kid, brings back a lot of memories of not getting past the first level, but having tons of fun with it. This is why y'all need to come out to this venue here at GameWorks. We even got it on the screen, perfect timing. It's a really fun venue to come to. I've even seen, they've got like new stuff. Like there's a VR headset thing that I walked by recently when I was here that you can do. Things like Beat Saber, you know, the classics, as well as some of the other games that are just, you know, VR exclusives. A lot of people don't have that tech these days. So yeah, if you want to try out VR, come out to GameWorks. Oh, okay, Konga. I see you. Starting the game off strong. And the shot put finally connecting. We see why FTP uses that, because it forces his opponents to move in certain ways. And if you don't, that will happen 100% of the time. So much knockback on that move, so much damage on that move. Speaking of damage, though, that up B, not able to do as much as it could have, but still racking it up slowly but surely here. Like, you haven't been since Orbitar 2019? Are you still in the area? You gotta come back if you are. Or if you're visiting. Just for the nostalgia alone. Unfortunately, I am a post-COVID guy, so I never got to experience the old Orbitar. I heard the rumors. I did go to a couple of the Orbitars in the hotel, when that was a thing for... Oh. Konga with the giant punch.